Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wildermyth. We've got ourselves on the next leg of this journey, and I just wanted to show a really cool thing they do with this game. As you can see here, we're on the home page, the start menu, and we have two of our fallen heroes, Tonks and Nico, and they're kind of around this eternally burning fire, standing guard. So and if we go into the legacy, we can actually see both of them and learn about who they are. So, cool thing. We'll see how that plays later into the story, but for now, let's get back in to our journey and see where our current heroes of the underdogs are at. During the years of peace, the Gorgon's mark grew and crusted over to cover one side of Eric's face. It would be a grim reminder of the encounter that day in the spring of Enland Barn. On her more civilized days, Nox would drop into town for gossip and tool repairs, but on the whole she felt clear-headed only among wilder kin. Lint Outfitter needed an angle to distinguish it from the others in the region. Uvalthine designed an exclusive batch of cloaks representing Agarula Fields. Uvalthine was acquired by a family of cats for a few seasons. He would watch them stalk birds in the mornings, but always shouted to alert the birds at the last moment. Nox Noxilda's son has reached adventuring age. Bulbane Realmshore has joined underdogs as a hunter. Alright, so Nox settled down. I can see that her son takes after sort of the wolf vibe here with the hair. Let's see here. Hunters like Bulbane thrive in the wild. Okay, so do we want Jump Jaw? Twice per combat as a swift action, Bulbane throws a Jump Jaw trap that will deal 2 damage and pin the first enemy who walks near. That's cool. Piercing Shot is what his mother had. Let's see. Rogue. Every time Bulbane kills an enemy, he enters Grey Plane for free. I'm kind of thinking the Jump Jaw would be useful, because when we did set the traps last time, that was actually a really nice thing. Having an extra piercing like his mom would be cool, but I think we're going to stick with the Jump Jaw. That's something new. Transformations. Ooh. Do we advance Nox's transformation? So... oh, gosh. So does that mean she won't be able to use a bow if she's got one arm? Oh, that's interesting. Nox rakes a nearby foe with her monstrous claws. I think we should do that. I think why not? Alright, and here we are. So Nox has a crossbow. Ashen Howl of Ramkin. So we can upgrade the crossbow. I think that's really cool. Honestly, let's go ahead and do that if we can. Can we craft the item? Yeah, Ashen Howl of Ramkin. I like that. I think Nox deserves an upgrade. So now that we're kind of at the end of this chapter, moving on to the next one, we get a chance to upgrade sort of for free in these years. Kind of what you would call downtime, as it would be in D&D. But we can actually upgrade armor now. I think, honestly, though, we should probably go for Uvalthine first and foremost. He's been around. We'll lower his speed, but gain his armor. He is our tank. So, and look, he's getting gray. He's getting older. Let's see. Armor speed. He'll lose dodge. Let's see here. Link mail is what this is called. So let's go and craft this. I think we've got enough for that. Almost entirely linked mail rings. Let's call this Dragon Scale. I think that works. Let's see. Nox, we're kind of keeping at the same... We don't have enough to get anybody else more armor, but we'll keep an eye out probably for Eric to gain some better armor too. Let's see here. We're kind of out of... Oh, we got dueling swords. There's all kinds of cool stuff they can have. Crossbows. I mean, honestly, that's the funny thing, is the hunter can technically have anything. It's just that they work better when they have the things that work with them. Just like I would assume if I'd picked another trait for Melil here, we could actually make like a spell sword and literally grab a sword and have this whole thing, a whole different kind of build for her. Alright, I think we'll end that there. Uvalthine volunteered his free days to deciphering the Encrypist. Or the Epicryst, that's what it's called. If this is true... It hasn't always gone smoothly, and progress has mostly dripped along. The meanings of the weird stone have remained inscrutable for years. But today, something in his research slides into place. I really hope it's not too late. And he can now guess where their enemies might be. It explains why we've had a few years of relative peace. No, you're not getting it. Let me put it more simply. Imagine you're trying to raise an army. What's the first thing you do? Raise an army? Right, an army, out of just normal folks. I suppose I'd have to come up with the right words. A speech. Words have incredible, sometimes awful power. A symbol. You'd want a symbol to rally support, wouldn't you? Especially if your people are ancients and set in their ways. So you're saying our Ulstrisk, our master of Gorgons, needs this thing. What is it? Some kind of divine spear? Is it a symbol to help convince the other Gorgons to follow it? Yes, that's what I believe. And why does it need to do that? Why does it need to spear, or why does it need the support of others like it? What is Ulstrisk? Those are things I don't quite know, but the answers will haunt us, I'm sure. I was able to find other records of epicrysts, rubbings. This was my first clue. An epicryst is like an ancient storytelling device, a way for telling a time-honored myth, but maybe in a different order or fashion. That's what I think, but anyway, sorry, I'm getting swept up. I checked the story elements here against some of our older legends. You know that tall tale? Kind of a poem or a song in some places? Queen of the Seas? I know it well, actually. Our stone tells almost the same story. Almost. And according to our version, the spear was laid to rest in a named cavern. It's on one of our maps. So that gives us an advantage, right? We know where it is. But they've already got a pretty big head start, so... I don't know if it has anything to do with this. But Gorgon sightings are picking up again. Now seems like a good time for us to get started. We've all changed, remember? All the havoc those things caused? We couldn't stop them. But we're ready this time, aren't we? We've been fed to the flames, true, but this made us become the fire. The shadows deepen. All monster groups will draw an extra monster card in every battle. Ugh. So let's see here. 300 days remaining. 300 days left to clear Gorgon's eyes to get more time. Okay, so there's a cavern, fair, and altar. So it seems like something bad is going to happen, and we need to sort of move ourselves out, sort of to fight back against everything. But it's interesting. So we've got Duck Forest now open to us here. The mountains are impassable still. We don't have any ability to get through that. Duck Fair Forest over here. Hobble Point Dam. Taliford. Good Sage Mud. Good First Forest. Arrowgrid. Mulvjay Timber. Okay, so Spring of Enland has now been cleared. Alright, and everyone's here. So let's see here. What do we want to do first? What is our first task? Should we gather everybody we know and journey onward? Or should we build up about 300 days till the next incursion, I'm guessing? Should we build up our fortitude on the outside here? I mean, it wouldn't hurt, honestly, if we took to Spring of Inland here, built tier 3 defenses with... Let's take Bulbane and Nox. And actually, we don't... Before we do anything, I feel like... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Ovaltine discovers an alluring artifact. Okay, well now let's figure out what's going on. Sometimes Ovaltine would dig. A hobby is what it was. An alluring prospect for a naturally curious mind with rarely any real reward. Nox, I found something. So have I. Really? What'd you find? A digging fool. Hey, root up any gloamflower? The Waterbog's healer's sending folks out for it. No gloamflower. Well then? Want to see what I dug up? I'd be pleased if it was more than this pile of dirt. Is it more than that pile of dirt? It looks like a... What is this? A tablet? It's a stone tablet. It's got pictures on it. Careful, it might be cursed. Hey, is that Nox showing interest in my diggings? Well, a little bit. Looks like a map, right? We know some of these landmarks. I kind of have to find this place if we can. Let's go for that option. Beneath the surface. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so we'll keep Ovaltine on it. Why don't we... Yeah, why don't we keep these two? We'll send the sun ahead, and with Eric, Shadowbane, and Melial. So that exit ends up working out okay. Let's pause really quick, though, because before we do anything, I want to see this young gentleman's character sheet. Alright, first off, Noxilda should be Bulbane's last name. Let's see here. Allow random romances, all set. Head and face, I think that's all fine. Though I feel like hair color, if we can, should be a little bit more on the gray side to match his mom. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And actually, before we move too far away from that, okay, that's right, he's alive. He's an ex-farmer. Let's see here. Bulbane was always conscientious about living up to the names of his parents. From a young age, he was counted on to make smart, unselfish decisions. He stood his ground to an outlaw once, only to watch the man's gang murder those who stood around him. He was let live, bidden to remember the price of heroism. He dreamed of opening a window. The window would gaze out on creation, and he could understand everything. So he's idealistic. Interesting. Okay. Let's go and continue. I think these walls might collapse. Tunnels feel kind of brittle, don't they? What do you think is down here, Nox? Perhaps nothing at all. In fact, that is very likely. And yet it doesn't feel likely. You do kind of wonder, though, how many places like this echo beneath our feet. How many we walk over in a day. Oh, dead end? They've come to a round chamber deep underneath the earth. Their torchlight reveals uneven ground, the old marks of tools in the hard dirt. You bring a shovel? Something must be down here. Something is. Oh god. Seems dead. Seems to be, but for how long? Ooh, that looks like one of those, like, awful, creepy other monsters that we've had to not deal with yet. Well, this old guy is probably meant as a security measure, so let's dig up what he was guarding. Or let's dismantle the thing first and be methodical about it. Let's dismantle. You bash the bones, I'll gem it with some bolts. Alright, well... Oh, alright, well, where do we start? You bash the bones, I'll gem it with some bolts. Crack, splinter. Feel better? Actually, yeah. Hey, look, at that alloy lining its chest plate. That's unusual. Dun. Oh, no. Nox! Just get that thing! Oh, God. Oh, boy. It's just the two of them in this. Not good. All foes suffer 2 damage to start the mission. And Nox starts combat with half health. Great. So we've got a Watchman we're dealing with here. Ratcheting necks swing around as its armored body roves, keeping uncompromising vigilance. Ugh, okay. So, okay, we got a little bit of health on it, because we decided to try and dismantle it first. It can shoot and it can slam. I doubt highly we'll be able to scare it with Thundering Challenge. Let's see, what do we want to do? Running up, bad plan. I think let's move Uvalthine up. Put Guardian on. Let's see here. I think maybe Silk Step. We'll Silk Step back here. So that you'll be hidden. Ooh, okay. 1 armor shredded. Do we want to try and get it to come at us again? I feel like that's a fool's errand. Here, let's come around this way. And let's bring Nox up, invisible. And let's just see what it does next. Okay, so he took some cover. Is Uvalthine close enough to it now? He's not. Why is he? It's like it's just staying out of his range. Why is she not able? Okay, so if she moves up here, she can do some damage to it. Okay. I think that's probably going to be our best bet. Let's just start to damage it. I don't really want to move him forward, because moving him forward puts him out in the open, so let's see what happens. Okay. Still trying to stay out of his range, but thankfully Nox has the bite back, as it were. Alright. True Oath. Let's see. Individual attacks. The individual attacks a nearby foe with the True Oath. Got it. So that's just melee. So it does 5 damage, 1 shred. Seems pretty the same with... Oh, let's go back. Let's see here. Yeah, it's exactly the same as the Stormfall. I don't want to change out Beetle Song, but I could change out the Pitchfork. That might be useful. I don't think... I don't know if there's a benefit to switching out the skinning knife for it. Why don't we go ahead and replace the Pitchfork? He doesn't really need that anyway. And having this thing to take care of some armor would be really useful. Brakes are nice. Need a break? Nox stops by the near spring, wincing and pressing her wound, refilling their canteens. Yeah, sorry, Nox. Oh, come on. It'll be fine. It wasn't so bad. Getting shot wasn't great, but other than that... Really? Sure. So, yeah. Why do you suddenly look so limp? Well, I was just wondering what we might have found. If we'd kept digging. There could have been anything in there. Alright. He's leveled up. Alright, what do we got? We can upgrade hardiness, which increases the health, but I think we're going to go for something different this time. Let's see. Blood Rage. Infuriated by wounds, Uvalthine deals +1 damage for every 2 health he is missing. Okay. Riposte. He will counterattack after a successful melee, block, or dodge, which is basically like what Nox is doing, but in short range. Or Heroism. Once per combat, Uvalthine gains +1 action point, and attack actions only cost 1 action point this turn. Right, so he could go full double attack on things. Hmm. I kind of want to do heroism with Uvalthine. Ugh. Okay, your enemies improve their strategies, and the Nightmare has been added to the deck. Great. So that's a part of the... what is this called? The Thrixel deck. But the Watchman that we just fought is part of the Morthagai deck. Alright. Ugh. Don't like that one little bit. Alright, what do we want to do? How do we want to handle this? It seems like that's going to be where our final battle is. We think the Gorgons are searching for this place. Oh no, I guess it just says investigate it. So, let's investigate it. Why don't we start by making defenses, first and foremost. We might as well take everybody. Because everybody's here. And then... okay. So just in case they come that way. But we also have Talaford over here. I mean, granted... oh, there's a recruit opportunity. Damn. What do we want to do? I think what we should do first... let's move everybody up here, and then we can send one person off to Talaford to recruit and also to build defenses. So let's go ahead and do that. Yep. Let's go. Everyone up. Alright, so this has been revealed. We can assault Cavan Fen Altar, which I don't think we're ready for yet. But we also have this thing, Lurking Gorgons, which again, not ready for. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe we could just take care of that. I don't know what it'll have to do with this thing, but let's go and do that. Let's patrol. Lower their strength here. Bidding the ghost goodbye. Nox is acting strange. Oh, great. Nox? I thought I'd find you out here. Everything alright? Nox? You're acting different, you know. I've been telling the others it's only stress, but... Eric? Yeah, Nox? Help me. Help you with what? Nothing. Are we not big friends? I would surely tell you if something were wrong. Nothing's wrong. Merrick heard the dark hum beneath Nox's voice, and things slid into place. The signs had been there for weeks once he thought on it. Increasingly, Nox's habitual warnings about mostly trivial hazards had been replaced with untimely spans of silence. Sharp, heart-chewing silence. There was little doubt left in his mind. Shall we go? Yes, I suppose we shall. What? I think it's time we went on a hunting trip? Does that mean he's gonna kill her? I don't know what that means. I feel like that's a euphemism there. Let's go back to our beds for now. I'm not interested in that opportunity there. Alright. Mulvshay Timber has been cleared of infestation. Let's see if we could take on this Gorgon lair here. I wasn't imagining it would be so unguarded. Something horrible's definitely sleeping here. The cavern of the Sea Spear lies at the heart of the magnificent canyon. Sides of the canyon are smooth and sheer, marbled blue and pink, and molded and mushed by the hands of titans when the world was clay. Now the stone is hard and sharp and glows. But the canyon's steep places are strung with fragrant clear waterfalls and ruffled greenery. The mouth of the cave is hidden in damp shadow and fern-feathered glade, but Eric spots it and leads the way inside. Smell that? You probably don't know what that is. Smells like the ocean. Watch your feet. There's a few holes. Eric follows his own echoes into the dripping depths. No eye has scraped these walls in centuries. The air is pickled and still. It's smoother down here, but look at the ceiling. It seems to go up and up. Something's glinting too, slime or something, hopefully not alive. I do wish he didn't point that out. Anything could be up there. Hey. This looks like the end of the tunnel. Already? Oh boy. What are we gonna get ourselves into? Okay, so there's like a whole cavern over here. And then there's one room back here. I think maybe we'll try the one room first. I mean, no time like the present, right? Everyone's here. Everyone's in a decently decently shielded circle here. Let's open the door. Oh boy. Calabyne. The hell are you? Towering, reeking of algae and old water, it stalks sedately on its stony limbs while the world quakes. What the hell is that? Alright, it does a shockwave, which attacks target and enemies adjacent to the target. Great, so probably not standing next to each other is a good idea. Immune to compulsion, this unit cannot be compelled to move, so fear might not be a good option. Oh no, compulsion is a spell. Crush, move through scenery and stop it flat, and rebuke. Calabyne sweeps its massive claws, tossing its foes aside. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? First things first, I feel like I should get Eric in there, but Eric's too far away. But if I do move Eric up, it looks like I can use the net. So why don't we try that? Throw net. Here we are. Swift action once per turn. Pinned. So they can't be moved and defenses are lowered. I'd say let's move Ovalthine here. Let's move Eric up. Let's get Nox. I mean, Nox could run up and bite. I wonder what water means. Does it mean I'm going to do water damage? Or does it mean that it's going to do me water damage? I don't know. Let's find out. Bite? Okay, shredded some armor. That's good stuff. And before we do another attack, let's get Miliel in here to interfuse with something. I have no idea what. Let's see. I could do Discus, which just does damage. Let's move Miliel up here. Let's see. So Discus does damage. We can steal fire. I don't know if this thing will be weak to fire or not. Let's see. I might try to steal the fire. Let's just do that. Interfuse with this. Steal the fire. Bring it over. Okay. So they're warded. Let's move Sun back here. How far could I throw the jump jaw? I could throw it pretty far actually, but I'm gonna save that. It says twice per combat. So I'm not gonna really do that right now. So let's go for the shooting. Okay, armor shredded. And I say let's go for, I don't know, I feel like having her that close, she might end up getting hit. Okay. Let's Silk Step and move back. I don't think there's a point. Let's see. Gains 1 action point, and attack actions only cost 1 point. So I'm just gonna kind of leave him there for Guardian. Okay. So we're doing okay. Let's go ahead and move Ovaltine up. Let's move Eric up. Let's have Eric do shield shear. Oh, and it's blocked. Alright, let's strike then. We'll start shredding this armor down. I say let's go for heroism. Because, let's see here. Yeah, he gained his move back, essentially. And let's strike twice. I think that should... Yep, that's how that works. Okay. Nice. Alright, let's give him the opportunity to make his first kill. There we go. Fantastic. Alright, let's get what we came for. It's here. The sea spear. The air in the chamber is clear and almost sweet. The corpse of the great guardian shrivels inside its carapace. Eric approaches the edifice. The spear is glass-like, grand. It radiates legacy and power. It's just strange. What can this thing really mean to them? Thought about that. So what if our myth of a hero queen with a spear to save the seas isn't really our myth at all? What if it's theirs? Of course, you've got a theory. Well, but... so it's kind of an emblem to them, maybe, of a past hero. As Eric grips the spear, a noise begins to grow in the outer tunnels. It's the noise of feet and hooves, of tortured lungs shoveling air, and the slickering squelch of creeping things. By the sound of it, a horde of Gorgon beasts is pouring toward the chamber. We need to hope they don't cut off our escape. Even I don't believe we'll survive if we stay here. Okay, who gets the spear? Oh boy. The spear of an ancient hero queen made of an unbreakable glass that swirls with deepest hues. When swung, it seems to whisper and lowly roar like a distant ocean or a crowd of frozen souls. Let's see here. Artifact, water. Stunt effect refunds an action point. Okay. I mean, I feel like Eric picked it up, so Eric should take it. I think we'll probably replace the sword, because we could still use the axe for shredding. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, and it matches his eye too. Oh boy, here come the raccoon and the bogmore.